I'm Richard Steele, I'm the CTO of TOTSCo, the one-touch switching company. Our mandate is to facilitate broadband switching for the UK telecoms infrastructure. We provide the middleware layer between telecommunications companies to enable orchestration of switching for UK consumers. Because of the requirements were quite specific, we needed a full secure by design solution. We needed a secure API. We needed a solution that allowed 1 second latency between messages going between us and our companies. We used API Manager, we used API Framework, we used Micro Integrator. We also use AWS SQS, plus all the EC2 Kubernetes and all the good stuff, that you want to build your services out. I think as we started to build out the service and understand, certainly around message delivery policies, we were seeing issues around messages getting stuck. We had issues around exceptions. They couldn't trace back exceptions. So whenever there was a problem, the team in Chennai who were building it out for us were getting quite frustrated. They couldn't see what the issues. As they worked, and we worked with WSO2, they started to fix those. I believe that we started to put our environment into WSO2's service desk, so you understood more about what we were trying to achieve. And as that started to build out for the last year and a half, it's improved immeasurably, I would say, probably since March this year. One of my requirements was to put in, I think, something like 100,000 transactions within a very short period of time. And I was expecting the hub to fall over and just burn to the ground. I think we got something to like 20 million over a 30-minute period, and the thing still didn't fall over, and I'm like, this thing is resilient. I mean, we're never going to release that, but if we ever did get transaction spikes, we know it will never fall over. I think that was my aha moment. I get good feedback from the team in WSO2, plus I really like working with you guys. You've always been there for me whenever I pick up the phone or an email. You guys within minutes phone me back or email me, invite me to things like that. So I can only give you a positive response to this. One of my future goals really is to do some predictive analytics. I'm looking at the ability to say when our customers, our telcos that is, have spikes in their traffic of when their customers are switching broadband. So I would like to find a way, without building something myself, to do some, let's call it predictive analytics. Machine learning I think will be part of that. I think some data analysis will be part of that. And to find out when TOTSCo themselves with Tech Mahindra could start to ramp up our services in terms of our AWS infrastructure, and then at the same time when we see traffic slowing down from our broadband switches, we could then start to release some of those environments out. And that's not just from a saving monetary, it's also for the environment, because if you think we've got 3 powerful machines running at the moment, if we can turn one off, we're going to save a third of that for the environment. We're going to save our footprint. We've got all of that to consider coming up. I would definitely recommend WSO to your other customers, yes. I think I'd just like to reiterate the fact that you guys are very welcoming. If I ask a question, I do actually get the answer, which is pretty good. And it's good to be part of a team, right? I don't want to be a customer that just sits there and demands stuff. I like to be a customer who gets their hands dirty, and you guys have stood up to that challenge so far.